We are going to try this again. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. Just looking at a couple of settings here. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this is a little bit more stable. My voice quality may not be as good, nor the video, but hopefully it's a little bit more stable. Okay, so as we were saying, we're probably going to talk a little bit more about the AI plane stuff and some other things later on. So kill the engine here, and let's go back into here, and probably going to change this back to 10. Okay. Oh, I didn't even show you guys the code. Let me go back. I'll change it back. Gosh darn it. Okay. Whatever. Change it back. It's just so we can revisit, see my code, see what the script is doing. So up top here we have a thread. Oh gosh. Up top there we have a thread, and getting the player's location. We're seeing if the player is in a plane, and if the player is in a vehicle, and if the vehicle that the player is in is a Titan. Then we're setting the closest vehicle to what the player is. Otherwise, we're setting this variable closest vehicle to a function called get closest vehicle, which takes that sort of player location and some other things, and defines whether or not there's a player at least nearby the Titan. And then there's a couple of other things. We have let's see, the boundary boxes here. Titan BB0, Titan BB1, which is what was defined as that sort of internal box here. Basically just offsets. Titan latch marker, which we're basically setting to be that area here. This is the latch marker, the outer latch marker, and then the inner latch marker here also. Titan release zone, this is where we set the player to essentially stand up while he's sitting down in the inside. I could do a quick little demo for that later. About face chords, I don't remember exactly what this set of coordinates were. I believe they're about face chords. Let's double check. Yes. Okay. So it's just the offset from the Titan, judging by these vector threes here. Okay. Continuing on. So basically, these are just this thread is just some sort of data acquisition function, I would say. This right here is a fancy function to measure if the Titan store is open. to measure if it's open or closed, basically. And you could see it here. Basically, first, if greater, or goodness, if the closest Titan hatch is open, then players sitting, or the player sitting in a Titan and the hatch is open, then the Titan status is 1. Or the TBS status is 1. Yeah. So basically, we're just gathering information here. Then we have a thread to handle each status, which is probably not the best optimization-wise, but yeah. This is status 0, status 1, status 2, which I believe status 3 here. And the ragdoll functionality. And it's basic. It's, if you guys want to revisit this, I'll have this posted on GitHub so you can see. But I'll show you a quick little live demo as well. Start AI, and we'll do a plain test, and we'll say true Titan, or Titan true. I can't remember. Double locations. Oh, I don't have a location saved. Okay, old school way. Cool. Okay. Okay. Plain test, Titan, false. Guess not. Let's see if I can make it here. Okay, cool. Made it. So this is basically the functionality for the Titan management. It's another bug that the waypoint has to sort of keep up. It's not anchored to the vehicle. Whoops. All right, well, we can, I guess, try that again. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. And it gets a little bit glitchy, I'm not gonna lie, when you're in the air, but let's see if we can at least take off here. Come on. Nope. Jeez. Alright, let's restart it, try it again. Third time's the charm here. There we go. Okay. Take off, please. Take off, please. Take off, please. Nope. Oh, fun. Not sure why that's not taken off. Maybe it's not reaching the appropriate speed. Let's try middle jet. Should have a takeoff here. Nothing. All right, that's weird. I still have to troubleshoot that later. No, wait. Damn it. Anyway, another thing we could probably try is, yeah, we could do the test AI script here. All right. Saved vehicles, let's see. No, we want to go here, dev, show chords. Cool. All right. Let's do start test AI. It's a little messy. You'll have to ignore the mess on the bottom of the screen here, but we'll do flight test. Then we'll say -17, 427. Say -2937. 15. Say 1,000. We'll say a heading of 0.0. And then we'll say Titan. Then we'll say true. I think it's true Titan. Perfect. Okay. Now, what we can do is we can cycle through the seats. Let's see. Vehicle options, cycle through seats. Okay, cool. So, now when I press the exit key, normal behavior is that it's going to throw you on the outside of the plane. And maybe I could show you that now. Let's management. So I'm going to press F, and it's going to kick me out. 3, 2, 1. That's normal behavior. Now if we do it, vehicle option, cycle. All right, now when we do it, I'll press the F key. 3, 2, 1. There you go. It throws you into the back of the plane, which is pretty cool. So you can imagine, you know, some sort of deployment mission or role play or something along those lines where you have a pilot flying or AI, and you have a couple of players in the back, and they're just waiting for the green light, and then when the time is right, they just jump. Now I'll show you a fun bug, which I don't know how to fix it yet, I'll be real, but this is actually it, as you can see. See if you notice it when I put the camera like this. I'm not really losing a lot of altitude, but I am traveling quite fast. As you can see. And that's a result of the physics being still attached to the player. And when you turn 90 degrees, he'll fall flat. But when you turn back the other 90 degrees, I'm basically wingsuiting. This is basically Just Cause right now. Oof. Jeez. All right, cool. And we can do it one more time here. And I'll show you just what it looks like in a bank attitude here. Maneuver plane. This is plane ID 3. MP3, left turn to, let's say 270. Oh, it should have been a right turn. Oops. Oh, it doesn't make a difference. All right. So now we go in, because we're in the co-pilot seat or the first officer seat. Cycle to here, and 3, 2, 1. Oh, fun. I guess because I've enabled the a bit of a lock on the bank angle, you can't exit until the plane is flying straight, which is, for better or worse, I guess a good thing, just because of that bug I was telling you about before. But let's see what happens when we reach 270. Should level out. Perfect. Alright. So now I can exit. I can walk up to the back. We can press F5. And if we wanted to, we can do some sort of, we can re-enter the plane, we can resit down. Just like that. Or we can press it again, and we're good. Let's maneuver plane, 1. Left turn again. That will say 0 degrees, or 360. 59. Whoops, this is ID 3. Oh. There you go. And if I wanted to, I can just hop right out. Cool. So yes, that is Titan management. Okay. So, I'm trying to think where we left off and where we should continue. I fixed the bug that was causing the crash. That was totally my fault. Yeah. Fix the bug with those related to that. Trying to think if we should focus on migration of that to that, or part of me wants to. Yeah, we might do that. Let's do this. Okay, we'll enable this. Bring it back. All right, so I'm going to bring this back down. Go back into our lovely settings here. And yeah. Hopefully it's not too choppy for you guys. Yeah, I had to reduce the bit rate a little bit just because it's because of the lag. But I'll change that back. I'll figure out the sweet spot here. Each stream is a learning lesson. Yeah. Actually, I am kind of curious. Okay. Hold on. Before we continue with the AI plane testing stuff, I already tested it with the Titan. In Titan management, I'll just stop this the service. I'll stop the script here. But I do want to test the test AI. I want to test it with the Titan too, and see what like a potential airstrike would look like. Change the time to morning, maybe early morning. Say 7. Okay. Cool. So let's maybe fly on the outskirts here. Flight est 3213.423747.409, and we'll say 1500. And then our heading will be 65.41. And then we will say true. And we will say Titan 2. Oh, lovely. Oh, but the handling is bad. Jeez. Okay, well, I guess we'll just sort of P1, DC1. P1, RT. 0. Better. No. Yeah, it's too wobbly. Let's cancel task 1 because it's trying to exit, or it's trying to descend and turn at the same time. Then we'll do MP1 left turn. Then we'll say 270 again. And we will cycle through the seats. And let's see. See what happens here.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
That's awesome. But what's not awesome is the range on this. P1, let's do right turn. Let's say back to 340. And that is a beautiful turn, even with the terrible default Rockstar handling. Cancel task 1. Now we'll say MP1 DC1, and we'll spam it, and 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 spam it. Awesome. And cancel task. DC1 again. Basically want it near vertical. Cancel task. Alrighty. And we're dead. Maybe. Ooh. Oh, we're not. I spoke too soon. Anyway, I'm pretty sure the PED should have been ignoring those shots, but oh, it's because I got a new build of 5M. Hold on. Let's apply. Yeah, you have to change the natives. Freaking A, man. See back into test AI. Set blocking of non-temporary events. Oh, does that native not exist on this build? That would be frustrating. Okay, well, I have to fix that, I guess. Whatever, I'll fix that later. Let's do it one more time. 571, 122, 265, 2625 to 27. Say 400. We'll say 90, and then we'll say type 2 true. Should have worked. Oh, I did flight test. Really? Oh. Must have been a crash. Anyway. Oh. Right. My bad. Alright, P1. Right turn. 0. Cancel test 1. P1. T0. Then we watch it rotate. Then we cancel task again. Oops. There we go. Awesome. And then I could do something like... Nice. Flat cannon works. Nope, it doesn't. Doesn't hit the ground. That's something I'll have to change. Very nice effects, though. Sorry, it's a bit of a distracted stream, but I will get back to it. One of the things I did, I think I showed you guys already, was the, I think it's called the approach testing script here. So you can see a purple line just appeared. And basically this is what I'm going to try to use to essentially get the plane to align on this very specific point from any point on the map, whether it's a slight turn or a large turn. And you can see that as a player, we have no problem, I guess, sort of navigating that navigating this turn here. But we have to figure out how to get this articulated for test plane, so to speak. Geez, this build is really buggy. Yeah. Easy, right? This is the new Mansion in the Hills DLC, so I'm sure there's bugs galore. Sure there are very many bugs galore. But yeah. Okay. Where did we leave off? Where are we continuing? Let's see. maybe we'll keep the... We should keep the particular... Just thinking. I'm still here in the background. Trying to think if... CLTC. Hmm. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking and I'm thinking hard. So the last time we basically figured out how to make our turns more gradual. But this time we should figure out how to maybe make it stop. Stop turning and then maybe counter rotate. Okay, let's do that. That might be a good idea. I will be right back. But yeah, let's maybe try that. I'll leave you guys with some sort of ambience or something. I don't know. Be right back. Sorry about that. I am back. Okay. When you gotta go, you gotta go. All right. CLTC. Okay. CLTC. We want turns. LR turn. Perfect. Okay. So when do we stop turning? Well, we stop turning at a certain bank angle, or I guess that's something I still am not comfortable with articulating yet. We did a couple tests flying, but let me do a couple more. Let's make it nighttime just so we can see the light a little bit better. And let's say for our sake, we'll spawn in a Bezra. Okay, let's say we have a very shallow angle here that we want to turn. We want to turn a shallow angle. We bank into it. We stop. We give it more. Okay. Okay. Actually, that's a stall here. Let's try a touch and go. We'll retake off and try a bank over. I don't know how to explain it. You want to turn right, you bank right, and you hold the angle. And one of two things happens when you hold the angle. Either you align, actually three, one of three things happens. Either you align with the designated heading and output, you undershoot it, or you overshoot it. Oh, this thing is broken. Oh, I probably need the Bob 74 IPL script. You either undershoot it or you overshoot it. Gotcha. Okay, so I think that sort of answers the question. As to how much turn I should be giving. So I guess now's the best time to show you guys this cool little document that I found. covert landing here real quick. Oh, jeez. Nope. Oh. Alright, let me see if I can find that real quick. Hold on. Let's go ahead and pull this up here. Okay. Okay. So this is a document called Four-Dimensional Guidance Algorithms for Aircraft and Air Traffic Controlled Environments. This basically talks about essentially the exact problem I'm trying to solve for. Let's go down to here. So this is a ordinary plane on a sort of ordinary waypoint here. And you'll notice that the waypoint system defines the type of coordinated turn here. So I'm basically gonna probably call it here because my brain's not my brain's a little bit scrambled. But I'm gonna be looking into this document to define how we can basically perfect our ability to turn midair. And I will be using our handy dandy turn measure script to give us all of the mid-turn sort of arguments that we should need. But that's basically it. I'm probably gonna stop here just because I can't seem to get into the groove. But that's gonna be my goal for this weekend. If there's something interesting or something good that comes from it, I will probably do another surprise stream either this weekend or the next week, and we'll sort of just move on from there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry this wasn't as exciting as I was hoping it would be, but sometimes I guess you get streams like that. You just keep moving forward. That's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the skies.